Hello, everyone. This is Venus Brown, and I'm back with the Season 6, Episode 9, penultimate episode of The Crown. Not just for the season, but for the entire series. Second to last episode. Alright, so this episode is called Hope Street, and we're approaching the Queen's Golden Jubilee. So let's see how it's going to go. Muhammad Al-Fayed. We're going to go back here.
They murdered that beautiful, innocent girl and my Dodi.
Right. Sure.
Not to mention the mirror.
Yeah, I don't trust the mirror. Another one of those rags.
Also, that the princess was pregnant at the time of her death.
Right. I have never heard any such thing, but I would have thought they would have found that in an autopsy. Just any basic autopsy. And I don't imagine the royal family would not have had an autopsy done on her. So it sounds like he's just fishing for whatever he can.
But the list went on and on.
Uh-oh. Is her mom dying? She's breathing, so she's not dead. But is she gonna die soon?
Don't go, please. You can't leave me alone.
You gotta find somebody else to be together with. Preferably somebody younger who's more likely to live for a while. Like well past the time that you are alive. 2002, I'm pretty sure, was when they said that she died, so it's gotta be soon. And here it is, the introduction to The Crown, Season 6. Remember, if you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done it already, you can click the subscribe. And if you would like more notifications later, you can click the little bell and click all. And here it comes, The Crown.
Am I disturbing?
You look remarkably little like him. Shorter face, but similar features.
Kate Middleton. And you notice I pause here for dramatic effect.
Go on.
Is single again.
That is good news.
Risque. As in racy.
Texted another friend in strict confidence, so pretty soon the whole place.
Heels, not flats. You still want to show off those legs?
Okay, don't fall over, but heels, not flats. If it was me, flats would mean not falling over. He looked like he was about to spit that right out of his mouth. Oh, beautiful. Their mouths. Oh, I'm assuming she's on her deathbed and not quite there yet. Probably doing last rites and stuff. It's gotta feel quite lonely. The two main girls in her life are gone. And that one there doesn't provide enough of the kind of compassionate support that she needs. What is that like, to have somebody like a prince attracted to you? Want to have a relationship with you?
Does he always stare at you like that?
Only when he wants to kill me. Which, for someone who's paid to keep me alive, is more often than you think. To the point where I thought if I couldn't be with you, I'd sooner not be here at all.
Yeah, that would be sending alarm bells off in my head.
Saddam Hussein has amassed a vast stockpile of chemical and biological weapons. But
if only we knew the lie in that lie.
my understanding is that since he was the last member of the family to speak to the princess, he will be required at least to give a written statement.
So let him do a written statement and leave him the fuck alone. And she had like Reiki healers and other alternative medicine therapists that regularly spoke to her that would have understood that stuff a lot more than a teenage boy who was going through mother's freaking death. Come on, people.
Conspiring to plan an accident in her car.
No. But she had talked about thinking her vehicle had been messed with. Although I think that was to her brother, at least on here. Who knows in real life? I don't know. Maybe a couple years I could take a trek back up to that neck of the woods. Although I'm not wanting to really do the London thing. I'd rather do Scotland and Ireland. Maybe take a little stopover in London.
The more they believe the rubbish they read, the more it affects the way they behave.
Yes, it's gotten so ridiculous how much people just believe the hogwash that is going like wildfire on everything. Like, check the stuff. Check it.
I might step out to no crowds, just a big empty space.
It's never going to happen.
I might have a girlfriend.
Well, do you or don't you?
I do. I think.
Think.
She wants me to meet her parents.
Isn't that a bit quick?
She likes being with them and wants me to come and hang out.
How nice.
How nice. Apparently they eat together. Oh, how scandalous. Unconventional.
You could give a running commentary.
Oh, with unique insight.
Nor indeed wished to get engaged. We also found no evidence that the princess was pregnant.
Right, and what I've heard, people that have talked about the evidence that was spoken about, none of his claims turned out to be true. They did as thorough investigation as they reasonably could and found it's more like he's grasping at straws, which, you know, if he was really being anything like he was presented in the show, then you could see why he'd be grasping at straws. But just because you're grasping at straws doesn't mean any of those straws are real. Look at the evidence and figure out the truth. But he wants to see what he wants to see. All right, let's get back to the show.
Mr. Al-Fayed has repeatedly insisted, and it is the recommendation of this inquiry, that the princess should finally be allowed to rest in peace.
Here he is.
Why the people do not rise up against them, I will never know.
Why didn't you? You looked up to them the entire time, insisted that you needed to be like them, at least according to the show. And all evidence, from what I understand, indicates that was your direction most of your life.
President Blair.
Is that what she calls him?
That was a joke. She never discusses her prime ministers.
Oh, come on.
Everyone reflects
No, seriously,
on
never.
the huge
Princess Margaret and the Queen Mother always seem to know what was going on beneath the surface, but they're gone now. And to the rest of us, she can be quite an enigma. But that's the trick, I suppose, to maintain the mystery. I can't help feeling that I should be with her.
Did he rush back so that he could be at the Golden Jubilee? I don't know how far. See, they still love you. They'll always love you. While yes, I think a lot of us feel like the royal family became kind of irrelevant, that doesn't mean people don't love her. She brought everybody through so many things, through such a period in history.
Makes you realize the pressures of the job.
Change the subject? I like Hope Street.
But it's got 4 bedrooms, and there's just 3 of us. Unless
So there could be one more.
you happen to know a 4th.
Matt Smith. I just watched the Doctor Who specials. The ones with David Tennant. So awesome. I really, really loved them. Seeing all those old characters and the new characters, pretty freaking awesome. Alright. Very good. Very good. So that was episode 9, the penultimate episode. I was a little worried when they started off with the Princess Diana stuff, but I thought they transitioned from that to the other stuff fairly well and kind of took care of that and put it to bed. So that was good. Not a lot of crying this episode. I appreciate that. Not that I have a problem with crying, just not too much of it. It was good that we had the balance with the last episode, and it's good that this one was more even keeled. Since this is the penultimate episode, that does mean that we only have one more episode left. One for the entire series. And then that's it. It's done. Now, somebody did suggest to me that I watch one of the Princess Diana specials, and I do plan on doing that eventually. I'm just not sure exactly when I'll have time. So, if you want to see more royal family stuff, I will eventually get to that. Bye.
I'll see you when I see you. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want more content, click subscribe. If you click that little bell and click all, then you'll get more content notifications.